Howdy, y'all. This is Riley from Power Trip, and you're watching More Core TV.
Ja, hallo. Wir sind bei Rock am Ring 2019, More Core TV, und mit mir sitzt hier Riley von der Band Power Trip. Hallo, Riley.
Hello. How are you?
How you doing? You coming right from the stage?
Yeah, I came right out, stepped right off the stage, got on a shuttle, drove across this racetrack, and here I am.
Yeah, here I am. So, how was it?
It was, all things considered, it was great. We've had a pretty rough couple 24 hours. The airline lost literally every single bag that we checked. All our guitars, all our pedals, even our personal clothes. Damn. So we had to make do. The people from While She Sleeps in Beartooth, I'm sorry. Beartooth guys really helped us out getting equipment to make sure that we could still play the show. You know, for us, we're just disappointed because we couldn't sound as good as we usually would like to. You know, we couldn't really play any of the solos and leads and stuff because Blake didn't have his pedals, whammy bar, stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, all things considered, the crowd was fucking awesome. You know, it doubled in size by the time we were done, and people were having a great time. So like, I have no complaints.
Yeah, I stood right next to the pit, so people was, I think, with the subject view, pretty amped up to see.
Good.
You.
Did it sound good out there?
I would say.
Be honest.
I would say.
It sounded okay. It was missing a little something, right?
As a professional, I would say yes, because I'm a sound guy. Yeah. But no, it was a great sound. Really, I enjoyed it.
We did what we could.
Yeah, was really great.
Thank you.
So you already talked about your missing gear and the guys in While She Sleeps and Beartooth, which we had. While She Sleeps was just before you here. You also talked about how you want to make up for it today and coming back again. So you're planning to get another European tour after this? We
don't have anything planned for now, but I mean, you know, this show was so good that if the fest invited us back, we would come back, and you know. Germany's great. I guess I was just more encouraging people to see if we were playing anywhere near them or at any of the other fests, and try and see what it really sounds like, you know, with all of our equipment and everything. So no, we don't have any plans to return to Germany yet, but we are still here for a month. This was just our first show.
Sure.
I think there's like 9 or 10 more Germany dates.
Great. All right.
And a couple of them are headliners too. So if anybody wants to come see us headline, I think we're headlining Ravensburg.
Ravensburg.
Is that a city?
Yeah, it's actually a city.
I think we're headlining Ravensburg on Monday, and I think we have a headliner in Berlin too. Yeah. And then maybe one more place that I can't remember right now.
Cool. But, so you're also playing Rock im Park, the sister festival for Rock am Ring.
Yeah, we are playing Rock im
Park. So after seeing this crowd at Rock am Ring, what do you expect for Rock im Park?
I don't know. Aren't they like pretty far away?
Depends. It's more in the south area of Germany, but not that far.
I don't know where we got this notion, but we thought that they were just like on the opposite ends of the same town.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that like everybody just goes to both,
the problem is
I guess.
This town around the racetrack is called Nürburg.
Right.
And there is also a city near Rock im Park which is called Nürnberg.
Right.
With an N.
Right.
Yeah.
So clearly that's kind of confusing.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't, considering that we've never played either of these places, like the towns, the cities, whatever, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
but if it was anything like today, then... Because I think Sunday is the exact same lineup, same times, everything. So, you know, for before 5 o'clock, it was a great set, and I'm sure the park will be the same. Yeah.
And I hope you get your equipment back, maybe until this date.
Hopefully we have our equipment back by then. We'll see.
So you mentioned at your show today that you are staying here to watch Slayer tomorrow.
Yeah, we are staying here to watch Slayer tomorrow.
Are you nervous by asking you?
No, you just seem to know a lot about our personal lives.
Oh well, I'm just good at a listener, a good listener, I would say.
Yeah, we're gonna hang around and hope that the airline gets their shit together and brings us our stuff. But the positive side of that is that the festival is nice enough to let us hang out, and yeah, we're gonna get to see Slayer tomorrow.
Nice. It's the farewell tour,
right? So. And we've seen them a couple times on this farewell tour. We just saw them a couple weeks ago in Dallas, and they're so good. I did get to see them at Hellfest a few years ago, but like you know, just crowds in Europe are just so much more rabid. I don't know. They're energetic. Yeah. So I like. I think seeing Slayer in Europe, and people are conscious that it's their final show, if it is. Then yeah, I think it's gonna be great. We actually just got a pretty cool invite from Johnny Araya, Tom's brother. Yeah, he's Tom's guitar tech, I think. And Johnny invited us to watch the set from the side stage tomorrow. Nice. So that's really cool. I've never gotten to do that.
Yeah. Just beware for the flamethrowers, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Gary actually told us a story because we were talking about how hot that must be, because when you're out in the crowd, you can still feel the heat, right? And we're like, oh man, how hot is it up there? And he's like, it's kind of great sometimes because I'll be really sweaty and hot, and then those flames are so hot it'll like evaporate all the sweat off of his body, and then he feels kind of cool afterwards, you know. Cool. So I thought that was pretty funny. So if that comes through, you know, I would love to get to watch Slayer side stage once in my life.
So we are talking about Slayer, which are kind of the old dogs of thrash metal. And I watched you set at the club stage, Alterna stage, and it was so much crowd. You got the old school metalheads with their, you know, with their vests, the patches and stuff, and all those hardcore kids with their bandanas and caps, and I don't know, I saw some tarot shirts or stick to your guns and stuff. Is there something you are proud of, bringing together these both scenes?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that my band is most proud of, is that if you're into aggressive music of some kind, I think that there's something to enjoy about my band. Or I've beaten this joke to death, but you know, I think if you're open-minded towards heavy music and you go see our band, I think like the worst opinion someone would have is like, oh, that band didn't suck. Yeah. You know, like they might say we were great, they might say we were just pretty good. I don't think anybody's leaving our shows and being like, what a piece of trash band that is. Yeah. And it's cool because, you know, people who are deep metalheads, you know, guys who really listen to like every metal band and like you said have, you know, the vests and stuff, they like us. But then, you know, there's people who come to our shows and they might only listen to like 3 metal bands. It might be like Metallica, Trivium, and Slipknot or something, and then they discover us and they like us too. And then sometimes we get people who don't even typically listen to any heavy music. They just they just like the energy and I think, you know, if you want to hear something angry and fast and pissed off, we just try our hardest to do that and not make it flashy, just make it good and catchy, and people have been going for it. You know, let me be clear that I never thought that this band would get anywhere close to what we've accomplished. You know, when I started the band, I just wanted a band decent enough to maybe tour Europe once and play some club shows out here and maybe go to Japan and Australia, you know, and 10 years later, here we are playing in like inside the most famous racetrack in the world or whatever. Yeah, sure. Wild. You know, and then last month, you know, we're playing our first arena show with the original fucking Misfits, you know? It's like, damn. You know, like playing a show and Jerry Only is like pointing at us while he's on stage, you know, singing along with us, you know? And it's just, it's surreal. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm really proud of the fact that we've made a band that can kind of cross boundaries. I don't think any style of music should be limiting into who can listen to it.
Yeah, sure.
So why would we? Yeah. Why would we not be proud of that?
Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, you succeed with this stuff. You bring the people together. As I said, I was a good listener, and maybe some of the last questions. You talked about a wall of death, and Donald Trump, which is president in the USA right now. How important do you think is political meanings in music?
I mean, I think it's becoming more important by the day.
Yeah.
You know, you especially in the metal world where not everyone's wearing their politics on their sleeves, and I don't think you need to have politics shoved in your face. And if you disagree with me on a political point, it doesn't mean I don't want you at our show, as long as it's not an intolerant point of view.
Yeah.
We have no tolerance for any racism or sexism or homophobia or transphobia or anything like that. You know, to me, the real political battle is between the classes. I think we're in a class warfare right now.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we need songs like Suffer No Fool are about, you know, how we need to dismantle the 1%, because they're tricking everybody, at least in America, they're tricking all the middle class people into thinking that they're closer to the super wealthy than they are to the people who are living in the streets in poverty. And they're not.
Sure.
They're one disaster away from losing a home or being on the streets.
Absolutely.
But that's not the way it is for these people who are hoarding wealth. And you know, it's funny that, you know, it's shameful to be addicted to drugs or to sex or to alcohol or to even video games or whatever, but it's completely acceptable, even encouraged in a capitalist system, to be addicted to money.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
These people are addicted to money and power.
Yeah.
And we promote that. And that's the political part, that's the struggle that I see needing to be taking place.
Yeah, sure.
And then, you know, things like borders are obsolete to me.
Yeah.
We're globalized. We're all connected through the internet now. Like, a lot of that stuff just seems unnecessary. It's time for, I mean, revolution is a strong word, but I think everywhere in the world needs to really start strongly considering what we're doing to our environment and what we're doing to our own people.
Yeah, sure.
Again,
Yeah.
I think that we're slowly slipping back into a very dark age of you know, impending war and genocide and environmental disaster. So that's where I think that those discussions need to be taking place in music, and people need to be more aware, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And then on top of that, we need to start, you know, making these spaces, we need to start making marginalized people feel more comfortable in this world.
Totally.
I'm sorry, but you know, like, I'm a white male, but that's not all that I want to see at our shows.
Yeah, sure.
Life is beautiful because of its diversity, and I see no reason for metal to not embrace that too. Yeah. Even if it's viewed as negative and nihilistic, you know, there's a way to be good to your fellow man and still be pretty nihilistic.
Yeah. So we are maybe a bit in a struggle here, but last short question: are you playing any releases in the near future?
Am I planning any releases in the near future?
And he's moving away.
We've got an Adult Swim single. We played it today, Hornet's Nest.
Yeah.
So you guys probably don't have Adult Swim here, do you?
But most of them.
It's Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I know.
Cartoon Network's like adult show. So they hit us up about doing a song. So we're gonna release that. It's been on the radio over in the States and it's been doing really well. But there's some sort of like. Right now, we can't put it on Spotify or release it yet over some legal stuff.
Okay.
But hopefully that should be cleared up soon. So we're going to release a single this year. It'll have a B-side with a couple cool little covers. Yeah, sure. And then we're working on the new album. So we're hoping to be in the studio by the fall. And then we'll have a... I'm hoping the third LP will be out early next year, early 2020.
Cool. Good to hear. Yeah, good. Great. Thanks, Riley, for your time.
That's it?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for your time. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Now I'm under big pressure. You know, I'm kind of threatened because you're sitting here.
Well, I mean, if you don't, I'm out of here then.
No, you're out of here. Das war unser Interview mit Riley von Powertrip. Wir sehen uns später noch bei den anderen Interviews. Tschüss.